All right, it's that time. We're live. What's up, guys? It's 4:48. Oh, my Lord. Boy, I sat down at like 3:30 thinking we were going to go live so soon. It is so hard to get the live stream running. I've got so many messages to answer. Not just one or two, but like 5 or 6 of them, and I just can't get it all done. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm going to lose my mind over here. When I saw the time was 4:48, I was like, you got to be kidding me, dude. All right, because today I wanted to try something. Today I wanted to try going live early and, you know, getting a nice smooth 2.5 hours done, but also not give up my entire day to do that. Yesterday we ended so late. It was 7. And then so I got off work and it was already almost 8. You know, that's no life. I basically worked my whole day. And so today I thought, okay, we're going to get 2 hours in. If I start at 3, done by 5. Not even close. It's almost 5 right now we're starting. Jeez, dude. All right. Hot New Breaks. That's the title, Hot New Breaks. We also have cheap EB2, cheap Hololive, cheap Dragonball, live card shop. Those are the things that are selling real fast, by the way. All those items that are on sale are selling. Did you hear Trump announce there's an earth-shattering announcement being made that's very positive? I did not hear that. But that's not an announcement. That's a teaser trailer. He's done an announcement that there'll be an announcement. All right, let's see. Let's see. So we're going to jump over here and post this. Ta-da! Let's go ahead and delete some emails. My God, dude. Just can't get it all done. I'm just so busy. All right, we're cleaning up some emails real fast. Closing out these and delete. Nice. Whew. Just wait a couple weeks. I'll make the nighttime stream great again. Oh my God. Why am I paying this to Apple? Apple says I just paid $16. Does it say what you're buying? What if I don't want to buy that thing anymore? It doesn't tell you what you're buying. I hate it. Bro. There's probably some way to look that up. I'll use ChatGPT to figure out how to look that up. But if I'm being charged $16 a month, how much is that a year? I mean, that's a lot of money, isn't it? That's $192 a year for what? Buying storage. Let's see. Apple just charged me $16, but it doesn't say what I bought. How do I look up what it paid for? It appears to be a monthly subscription. All right, ChatGPT is going to figure it out for me, guys. To find out what it charged you for, view subscriptions through settings, open settings, go tap your Apple ID name, select subscriptions. God, dude, I swear to God, subscriptions are the worst. All right, we'll click on this. Subscriptions. This innocuous looking nothing. All right, so it says I pay $6 to Pandora. I don't even use Pandora. Cancel subscription. So stupid, dude. Let's see. Splice video editing. So Splice is going to charge me $120 in August. I could keep that. I actually use Splice. Okay, and then some stupid tool called vidIQ that I thought would be useful, and it definitely was not. Crazy, dude. All right. Dude, subscriptions are horrible. It's so difficult to figure out what's sucking your money in from where, because they never make it very obvious, do they? It's not in Apple's interest for you to cancel your subscription, because I promise you, they scrape a part of that deal goes to them. They get a cut. So why would they make it easy to say who's taking your money? So they send you an email saying you're charged $16, but they won't say what you were charged for. How hard would that be to set up the email and just show you what you're being charged for, so you can go, oh, I don't want that. You know what I mean? They don't want you to know. They want you to go, $16. Who cares? It's like $200 a year. Are you kidding? All right. Mr. Rich. Mr. Your wife uses Pandora. Mr. Does your wife use Pandora? Black Mirror's Common People Killed Me. Subscriptions can go to hell. Yeah, subscriptions are so crazy, dude. It's just like, it should be if they're going to send you an email and tell you, hey, we charged you $16, you should know what it is that the money was spent on. But they don't tell you, and it's not an accident. I promise you it's not an accident. So here we go. We got Rocket Zapdos. That is being traded for this beautiful Espeon. Look at that Espeon. He's so pretty. This is now property of Lucas Lange. So we got that out of the way. All right. Sad because housing market's so expensive. Mister, did you see my Gooner slab? I did not see that. He said it will be Thursday, Friday, or Monday. Earth-shattering news. Cure for cancer. Probably not a cure for cancer. Let's see. Pandora. Haha. Black Mirror. Mister, your wife uses Pandora. Day 12 of work in a row. APZ, what's good? Sad because housing market's so expensive. Thanks a lot. What's up? All right. It's Luke Laurie. That's Luke Laurie. Now, Luke Lange. He's the German guy, right? He wanted to trade his Zapdos for my Espeon. I made the trade. And now this Zapdos shall become a gym break. Live chat check. How much for the tops? Abra? $180. Now, this isn't any Abra. This is a beautiful Spectra Abra, Pop 30. This price will be the cheapest buy it now price on eBay. So it's just, you know, just the normal price. Here's a Rocket Zapdos going up. We think the Abra is a beautiful card and very collectible. All right. I'll place this guy up for 31 and 2. He'll be one of those gym spots. I think this is a nice card for a gym break. Where's Dwight? He's missing all the tops. How's it going? You sound rested, mister. Oh, I'm always rested. All right, there we go. Some days I'm not rested, but I generally do put a lot of priority on sleep. I'm not one of those guys that's like, oh, let's stay up all night. I think sleep's super valuable. So obvious. You feel so much better with good rest. Yes, the German dude. You find your charger? The other slab on the table needs to be drilled as well. I didn't even look. When I got off, I just went straight to bed. I didn't even look. I forgot about it. Let's see. I will have to do it after this stream. Okay, I apologize, but we're close. Look, we're close. It will only take one moment of finding that drill charger, and then this poor guy will be sent to hell. Damn you, Luffy! All right. But you do stay up all night. Yeah, but I wake up at like, 1 o'clock, 12:30, something like that. Here are the breaks. I made a short showing off the breaks. We got this beautiful Lugia Silver Tempest break, which I think is going to be busted through very fast. At 21 spots, that's nothing. It's nothing. It's a great card, and it's so cheap. Lugia, I mean, there's just not a lot of Lugia Altarts out there. This is the only Lugia Altart, isn't it? I mean, there's a Lugia from XY era, but he's kind of ugly. There's a Lugia from Plasma something. So this guy, in my eyes, is weirdly cheap. I don't get it. And I think he could become pretty expensive over time. Vaporeon Quest Sticker. You won't find one of these because there's only 4 of them, and I own 3. So I'm offering a break on one of my 3. And so this is a truly, truly, truly rare card. It's just, you can't get them. You just can't. It's just bottom line. You can watch the market your whole life, and it'll never go up. Maybe that last guy will post his finally. But who knows what he posts his one Vaporeon for. And whatever it is, I promise I can gobble it up and just charge what I want on the break. So we're asking for a 1 in 13 on this Vaporeon. I consider the quest stickers very rare. Here's Garchomp is 1 in 11. Here's Omastar. We got the gigantic Charizard. You guys know about this. This is 3 spots left on the Jumbo Charizard. He's very cool. And now let us begin. Let us begin. We have an order 6 who says Garchomp break. Okay, that's the first. She placed this 1 hour ago. Okay, so she's jumping in that Garchomp. All right, 6, you're so ahead because of that Rayquaza now. Let's see. Garchomp is the Pokeball. Lovely. I sent for Lugia and a Garchomp. Nice. There we have it. This goes to 7. Okay. We have an order Anthony Kalura. The only one I keep is, of course, the gold. The rest I trade to put to my Sabaway. So what I would be fine with doing for you, Mr. Anthony, I brought them all up for you. There it is. All right. I'll set this over here. So for these cards, none of these are really what I'm looking for necessarily, but I'd be happy to sell these on commission for you if that's what you would prefer. That's what I can offer, is I can sell these on commission for you just like before. But these are not anything that I'm specifically looking for. The Umbreon, I think I'll host a break on that Umbreon. We did a trade on the Umbreon, but the rest of these, I have an option for you, which is to just have me sell them for you like we've been doing. What's this? Shroomish? Ugh, nobody buys Shroomish. Sent for the Zappy. Oh, sent for a break in the Zapdos. Okay, so then we need one more person for the Zapdos. So, you store credit for 2 Lugia spots. Ooh, that's a good card, man. I hope you pull it. There it is. Crazy that 6 got it for $40. That Rayquaza. All right, so that's going to be $255. That's where we're at. All right. Anthony. Thank you, Mr. Anthony. Here we are. Oh, excuse me. Having a little cough there. All right. That takes it up to 4 out of 21. LaFlame's going to bring it up to 5. Hi, Card Family. How y'all doing today? Hey, what's up, man? How's it going, guys? It's another day. Oops. There we go. Okay. We'll grab this. New black and white monochromatic cards look good. This. They look good. It's too bad it's black and white, though. I'm just kidding. Guess I'm not as big of a fan of black and white as I am of Rocket. Lucas Lange, 1 live, 2 Poke Shuffles. You got it, Mr. Lucas Lange. You gotta be kidding me, dude. There was a hit sitting right at the front of the box. Wow, top Zapdos 9. That's awesome, man. Great luck for you. I did not expect that. That says top Zapdos. You trade one Zapdos, you get another Zapdos. Oh, I see what you got. Look at this. That was the Star Zapdos. When it got too cheap, I said, I'm putting it into the live customs. So here you go. You got 2 down, 1 to go. Pokemon the Movie 2000 Zapdos. Nice. That's a vintage card. Okay. Ooh, let's put this gold here so it doesn't topple the pile over for today. Here, we'll set it right next to it. Wow. Gold Silver was the best generation, though. People think Destined Rivals will flop and burst the market bubble. No, it's already selling way, way, way too high. So I don't know if pop's quite the right word. I mean, it's got the Cynthia's Garchomp in it. It's got the Mewtwo in it. I don't know about flop, dude. It could sell cheaper. That'd be nice. That'd be like the first time since Prismatic, since Terra Festival. 2 cold ones. Yeah, if it sold cheaper, that'd be real nice. Anthony Kalura, 1 spot in the Zapdos. Sounds like the Zapdos is completed, everybody. Don't try to buy into Zapdos. He's done. Let's see. Mr. Anthony. Oh, you're going to be back here somewhere? Oh, here's 6. Well, why am I not seeing Anthony? Did I miss it? Am I crazy? Oh, I'm not seeing Anthony. Oh, because you're in the other one. That's why. I know why. Because you're still waiting for someone to join Baltoy. Baltoy, which is a vintage 10. Wait, we don't need the 6 card. All right, so we'll put this here. We know you're in it. We'll put 6 back. But you're also in this Zapdos. I like that Blockporion. That's Blockporion. Pop 4. Extremely, extremely rare. Super duper duper rare. Okay, and we have Matthew T. Zapdos Gym Break. Need a card, have a bag. All right, Matthew T., your first time doing a gym break. Can you put the rest of my credit to my sub away? 100%. Let's do it. Okay. There you go, Mr. Matthew. Now, we need our deck of cards. So the breaks are done a little differently for the gym challenges. We could do just custom booster packs like usual, but instead we do a little card game here. All right, let's see who's going to pull this. Here's Charmander, and here's Dragonite. Well, it's going to go to Matthew on the first round. All right. Now, Alakazam and Chansey. Oh my gosh, Matthew gets an easy 2 pulls. There you go, Matthew. Dragonite and Chansey. That's going to be your win, Mr. Matthew. All right. Well, you just got a Rocket Zapdos, Matthew. There's now transgender NFL cheerleaders. No, not the cheerleaders, says Simon. Simon says this. Let's see. It's too late for you, Simon. It's too late for you. All your sons will be gay. Your daughters will be OnlyFans girls. So, let's see. Oh, Anthony. You're going to take a feint. I'm sorry, Anthony. All right, there goes. Boop. All right. Simon. So we're going to put you back in here, actually, Mr. Anthony. Savage, mister. I'm just teasing him. All right. So now we've got, in 2029, the scientists state that they will be able to have men give birth. Yeah? All right, let's see. Yeah, I've heard about that whole womb transplant idea. That sounds, I don't know, that sounds like it wouldn't work. Here's a drill card, $20. Here's Flareon. Here's Pikachu. Here's Lapras. Here's Sylveon. What we know is that kind of stuff's been around for a really, really long time, you know, homosexuality and all that. They were talking about it in the Bible. So what does that tell you? That tells you people have been gay since biblical times. You have the Roman bathhouses and the Roman emperors, you know, who would have like a lady boy or something like that for their, you read those stories. So this has been around for a very, very long time. I guess it's a fascinating thing, isn't it? And it's still fought over and debated over. All right, let's see. But you have to at least accept that there's some part of the human brain that does that, huh? Here's Andrew Mercer, 1 Lugia. Andrew Mercer. Oh, not Mercer. Andrew Martin. Oops. Andrew Mercer's the guy who needs to have a Pikachu shipped out for. Andrew Martin. Are we in a new week? This is a new week, right? Let me contact that guy. Let's see. All right. That's too bad. So this guy goes in the Lugia. Yes, that is 1%. With whatever Trump's going to announce, the stock market will rise. Maybe he's gotten a trade deal with China. Maybe There is a war agreement with Putin and Ukraine. There you go. 6 out of 21 is not bad for like one day. Here's that ball toy. The Mega Break. TCC stream. Well, don't mind if I do. Hey, don't do me like that. Keep an eye on the stock market. Sunday La Flame. I'm going to click on this. Here's Andy for my slab away. You got it, Mr. Andy. Mr. Andy. Slab away. Scooby-Dooby-Dum. Andy Dirksen. This goes down to 235. Updated. I got some vintage marbles for you. What? All right, with that, the queue is empty. The queue is empty. We have nobody in the queue. So you guys can do whatever you want. I'll flex my back a little bit. My back hurts. I'd be happy to do anything you guys want me to do. Ask me any questions. We got our brakes set up again. Let's go ahead and start rotating slabs. We got the Pokey Pot is like really full now. Here's a Voltorb for 20 bucks. Here's a Charmeleon. Here's Lycia's Appeal. Here's Golduck. Golduck needs a price update. He was priced on $325. That's yellow Golduck, $170. Did you ever drill that One Piece card? No, I got to get the drill recharged. No, I didn't look for it. I actually forgot. All right, let's see. Golduck. Poker. My back hurts. Here's a Green of Clubs. No, so the price remains. Golduck does not change. Tell me about your secret desires and wishes, guys. What are your collection goals? What would get you most hyped on this channel? What do you guys want me to do that would get you super hyped and you'd be like, oh my? What do you guys want to see? The big giveaway, 100K, gonna give away some gold. We'll probably be giving away cards. I think golds are too niche. Here's Gara Gara. Foreign language cards, stamped Rev Hollows. Here's a stamped Rev Hollow Lantern right here. Now, that's got to be updated, though. It says 185. We got to update that. Lantern. Unseen. Oh, it actually gets cheaper. Wow. Wow, that card gets cheaper. I'm actually going to take this card down. At that price, I'm a buyer. Okay. Sing the Pokemon theme for us. I want to be the very best that no one ever was. Do. Interested in selling Delta Species Grovyle if you have it. No, I don't have it. I'm sorry. I don't have that card. Here's a Raichu Rainbow Foil. Here's Eevee Master Ball. Ooh. There's a nice little Charizard. Here's a nice little Snorlax. You may hate them, but I'll take it off your hands. Easy. Who hits it? Here's a Flareon. Here's an $800 Venusaur. Is that up to date? Let's see if that's up to date. So that says 4 on it. Carddass Venusaur. Yep, that's up to date. There's an $800 one and a $1,200 one. I want the Mario Lugia Pikas. I don't know why anyone spends money on those. Those look so ugly, dude. I really don't understand like the Pikachu wearing other outfits kind of phenomenon. There's a bunch of those out there. You like Rayquaza Pikachu outfit. And I think they all look ugly as hell, dude. I look at them and they go for so much. I'm like, who's buying these? Not me. Guess it's a good thing I'm not buying them, because if I was buying them, if I was a hodler, I'd be driving the price ups with everyone else. But yeah, man, I look at those and I go, no way, dude. I canceled and got refunded by eBay because of a lost international package. It came in today, 3 months later. Ooh, well, you know what that means then. You need to go contact the seller and tell them, hey, man, I'm going to get you your money. Here we are. Here's Glaceon. All right. So free stuff. That ain't free, dude. You got to give him his money. You can't steal. That's like a kind of theft. It's a theft. It's a theft by using a system that's meant to keep people honest. You got to give him his money, man. Or you got to return it. You can return it, you know, if you changed your mind on the product. But yeah, you can't do that. Just because the system might allow you to do it doesn't mean that it's not theft. It's still theft. Your nude cooking show, Only Pans. The Mario PSA 10 is over 10K, I think. M-Web, there's already a shorty who's pretty cute, who's got a thing going called OnlyPants. They went through the roof on price. Free Palestine. Mister, when you moving? Can't attend the night stream, so it's news to me. We don't have a specific date. We don't even know 100% where we want to go. We're still, like, debating that. We just know we do want to go. What we know is that we don't want to stay here. We want to move somewhere, but we don't know where. One thing we recognize that we want walkability as a very important part of our lifestyle, walkability. So Lake of the Ozarks, as it turns out, there's not a lot of places to walk, and this is a big problem for us. We need more places to walk so that we get more healthy walking in and don't get bored of the walking. Yeah, this card's probably more than 300, right? He's popped 3 from, I mean, just a booster pack of that stuff should cost 300. So, Pokemon, the movie 2000. The movie 2000. And then let's type in 29, maybe. Let's type in Oak. Let's type in Oaks. All right, yeah, there's nothing. This card's popped 3. It can't be $300. That's what I would charge more than $300 for one booster pack of this. Can't be $300. That's ridiculous. It's a PSA 10 Topps card holo from a set that costs like $16,000 per box. I'm raising this price. I sent a carrier pigeon. Be right back. Let me get a drink real fast. Ta-da! I'm back. Yay! Okay. Here's Danny St. Amour. He says, Fusion Blazing Aura, no hollows, and rest to my slab away Charizard. Speaking of which, we're doing that for Anthony. Oh man, I gotta sneeze. Why do I always gotta sneeze in this part of the house? This room must be very, very, very bad air quality. Okay, 861. 861. Boop. What's this? So, this goes to 0. There you go, zeroed out. Michael frickin' Bay. Sell for a box of Black Flame. All right, I'll be sure to grab one of those Black Flames because we'll be standing up for a Fusion Blazing Aura as well. All right. Blazing Aura it is. I think we need some EB2 as well. Some of these, and some of these. EB2 is the fastest selling item on the menu right now. We're selling tons of EB2. People are loving the price on the EB2. All right. Some of that. at your request. Hey, good. I hate this song. This is like the clown song, dude. This song should never have made it in. So it's so terrible sounding. All right, there we go. So, Danny, say no more. How are you today? I'm down to do commission on those other slabs. I'll just keep the gold and the Karuta Charizard. Charmander. Karuta Charmander. You got it. Karuta Charmander. Oh, yeah. He's special. He's a cool one. Okay. Who's that? Ready? Danny. Good. Man, if there's not even one of these Professor Oak cards on eBay, maybe I should be the one to have it on eBay, because I'd be the only one listed. I might actually move over there. I don't know if it'll move on this table. It is. You guys pretty much just want a couple of the same Pokemon. Charizard, Umbreon, Gengar. But there's a much broader audience on eBay. And the guy who wants to collect tops is out there, maybe. All right. I'm buying 1 or 2 more cases, chasing the mangas, and then I'm buying them in 10s if I don't pull one. Oh, yeah? Oh, you're talking about the EB2s? Oh, you know, I don't know if I have any more sealed cases. I'll have to look. You're talking about the EB2 cases. Yeah, we better check in on that because, whoa, wow, that looks great. We've been flying through the EB2. I mean, literally flying through it, which was the goal. The goal was to just dump it, get rid of all of it at the cheapest possible price. And people have responded to that good price. Yeah, that's the thing about if you're not selling enough stuff, it's always just price. You just lower the price and everyone will come and buy it. But yeah, we lowered it for sure on the Fusion Blaze. Not the Fusion Blaze, on the EB2, and it's just disappearing. EB2 or OP9 or PRB1. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, definitely. The EB2, I might have more of it by the time your paycheck rolls around. I might have more of it. It depends, because I think I saw some in the pool room. But if there's no more cases in the pool room, then I'm out. But there might be another case over there. Let's see. I bought like 8 cases back in the day when they first arrived. 8 cases of that stuff. And it performed so poorly. Nobody wanted to open any. And now that it's very, very, very cheap, people want to open it. But there must have been a weaker hype for that set, you know. I don't know why. There's a Luffy manga in this set. It's a Luffy manga. Must be too much competition, you know. There's so many things to open these days. All right. And this set, Fusion Blazing, this set sit with me for like 2 years. Sat with me. 2 years I had this and nobody wanted any of it. It just did terrible right off the bat. I guess that's just how it is. You know, as a card shop, when you buy product, it's not like any inventory in the world. A lot of companies like Walmart, they buy garbage inventory on like, I don't know, Alibaba or whatever, wherever they're getting their products, however they're sourcing it. And then they bring it in, it was manufactured for nothing, and then they sell it at this huge markup. Card shops have to pay a premium for their own product. Isn't that crazy? So card shops, you don't get product at a cheap price, whether you got distribution or not. I've seen distributor prices. I've seen them. They don't get it at great prices. They do when a card set's getting like scalped. So like Terra Festival, I mean, I think that Terra Festival and Prismatic, I think that the card shops made crazy amounts of money on that. But everything else, the margins are close. You basically have to get lucky on a prediction. You're basically a gambler when you're a card shop. Because a card shop gambles on its own inventory. Whether to sell, whether to hold, whether to buy a lot, whether to buy a little bit. Is this price high? Is this price low? So card shops are really, they're like, even the owners have to gamble on their own inventory constantly. They have to make a decision about their own inventory. Here's South Park. Here's Mudkip. Lovely. So far, I'm looking at 1,700 to drop. Nice. Today I learned a fat man can rock climb, but my hands are shredded. The rest of the poles are very weak. No worries, I'll message you about it when it gets closer. Made you look joking. So there's Dark Crobat. Here's Aona. And here is a Mickey Mouse. All right. So the next order is Mr. Michael Pettiford. What's up, Michael? How's it going, man? All right. Nice to meet you. Okay. Oh, I see. So you've already got a bag, but it was under a different name. Cool. Nice. Did you apply my $67 to my slap away? I forgot about that portion. You know why I didn't do that right away? It's because my brain immediately resisted the math. So let me look that back over. Okay, hold on. So you sent 105 minus 38, which is $67. You're right. So Danny say no more. It knew it was gonna have to crack out a calculator, so it says, let's do the box break and then the math. And then by the time it reached that point, I had forgotten. Here's 117, which shows you when I receive orders, you got to do it when you receive an order from someone, you have to focus on the parts of the order that are easiest to forget first and not avoid them. Here we are. All right. So, Mr. Michael. Here it is. Ta-da! Time to pull you a Charizard. Ooh. All right. You're all up to date there, Mr. Danny. Thank you very much. Snipping that. Happy daytime stream to you all. What's today? What day is it? Is it Tuesday? Today's Tuesday, isn't it? Yeah, today's Tuesday. Karis has found a woman who'd like to rehome our cats. She says she owns 22 cats. I suppose that would definitely make her a crazy cat lady. You think that's an okay idea? 22 cats. I don't think she owns a mansion. Here it is. Tuesday at WTF 22. You can do something like that out here in Lake of the Ozarks. I mean, there's plenty of land. She probably lets them be outdoors, and she probably just feeds them all. Here we are. I don't know. Maybe a cat lady is the right person to take on some cats. Maybe she just really likes cats, right? The smell. Here it is. Any update on my solo leveling, says Mr. Duck. Update on my solo leveling. Could you explain that one, Mr. Duck? Yes. First time order. What's the name of the order, Mr. Duck? Tell me the name of the order. Any updates on April BGS sub? April BGS sub. Well, we got our latest BGS sub out like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And the last thing I did was a tag submission. So the next thing to be worked on is a CGC submission, not a BGS submission. Never got my package from the April 4th. All right. Give me a name for this package. I got to have a name so that I can start researching. Here we are. Never got my package from the 4th. Is that Korean? Yeah, this is Korean. He just pulled a Gloom really nice. Here's Darkrai. Like the way the Gloom looks. Matthew Serrano. All right, so give me a moment, guys. Let's take a quick look into this. Matthew says he didn't get his package from April 4th, which was a whole month ago. Cold. Serrano, huh? Matthew Serrano, solo leveling 2 boxes. So it looks like you ordered 2 boxes, but you didn't order a round of shipping. But if you're brand new, you might not have known that shipping has to be ordered with them if you want them shipped. Is that it? Let's take a look and see if they got opened. So, Matthew, if your stuff got opened, you'd have a bag under Matthew Serrano over here. We should just be able to look that up real fast, guys. Here it is, Matthew Serrano. So we have your bag, and those are presumably all the hits in there. I think you probably thought when you order something, it automatically ships, but it does not. For shipping, you need to order a round of shipping. So shipping is normally $9. Since you're brand new, I'm going to do a free round of shipping for you. So you're going to get a free round of shipping. However, if you'd like to add anything to your bag, we're live right now. You can toss in another box or anything at all. So we'll do a free round of shipping for you since you're brand new. And feel free to add anything if you feel like opening any cards. In the meantime, I'm going to take care of this order here. Okay, I did ask mods about that. You know, sometimes the mods are distracted. The mods... We are. We are. I apologize if there was any confusion at all. I apologize for that. We are. Here we got Pidgey. You know, when you bought, I could have said all that. Sometimes I do. When we get a new guy, sometimes I talk to him about all the rules. Maybe I got a little lazy myself. Here it is. Mr. Duck says, okay, thanks. Yeah, we'll do a free round of shipping for you, and we'll do it today, right now. So you still have a chance to add something to your bag if you want anything else at all, if anything catches your eye, and I'll print you the label right after this. There you are. And you can still add stuff after the label's been printed. We designed the labels that way. I basically overestimate the weight of the bag before it hits the next price. The way shipping works is they have like pricing tiers based on the weight. There we go. Ooh, so you got the Rapper Girl. Yo, yo, yo. I don't know, dude. I would have wanted Charizard myself. There's Scissor. He looks really nice. Pidgey is okay. The Gloom's really nice, too. I think the Gloom looks excellent from this set. Okay, thank you very much. So he says look for a Kai Finesse. Kai Finesse, huh? Ah, here it is, Kai Finesse. Would you like me to keep using the Kai Finesse bag, or would you like me to change it over to Mako? Here, I'll put it back in there. And now, Mr. It is. I'm in New York City. Nice. Nice. New York's very cool, man. I went to New York City for a week when I was much younger. And I spent a whole week there, and it was very cool. I think about moving there sometimes. There it is. But then I see the taxes, and I go, whoa, maybe not. Don't want to pay the extra taxes. Because I'm Ebenezer Scrooge over here. Let's see. Looking for an email. I'm going to grab your email out of the PayPal. Now, the email out of the PayPal is going to be used to send you your tracking number. You'll get a tracking number from Stamps.com. That is the company I use, the software. Let's go ahead and print this label. Okay, we're going to change the weight here. All right. Any gym breaks? We have one gym break. Ball toy for $30. It's vintage ball toy from Hidden Legends. I thought you was Chicken Wing Andy, though. LMAO, he would take random pics of chicken wings on the street. What? Come on, man. Just give me the new price. Dude, I hate this software, dude. Print. And there it is, Mr. Matthew Serrano. Thank you so much, Matthew. Do you have any Skull Pikachu? Skull Pikachu. All right. I moved out of New York after a decade. Small rent hikes were expected, but more than double without notice. I bailed. That must be hard to do, to just suddenly move from place to place. I have the luxury of moving around because I can take my whole card shop with me. All right, here we are. Remember Mr.'s hairline? I don't. You're just trying to get me to flip the camera. So we got Jesus Aguilera. Lugia Break, 4 Soldiers Return Packs. Ooh, Soldiers Return Packs. Okay, so Lugia Break, we'll start there. The Final Fantasy Soldiers Return Packs are very good. They come from a fresh master case, which means you have a very good chance for the chase pull. There's no way to search a master case except to just open it and begin looking throughout it. But you know, when people sell individual boxes on a place like eBay, the people selling the boxes might have already pulled the top chase pull from the master case. See? So that's why master cases are generally more valuable. Here they are. I probably have the last master case on earth of that set, I bet. But I popped it open, so it's for sale now. You can buy whole booster boxes from it and try for the chase pull. The chase pull is a full art Tifa, by the way, and it goes for like $1,000 or something. I can't remember. It probably goes for more than that now. When you're selling Dark Explorers, yeah, I know it's a cool set. Maybe I will one day. If I were to sell the Dark Explorers, what I would have to do is I would have to acquire something to replace it. So only in the event that I can replace it, because I think of it not just as inventory to be open. It's sort of my investment. All right, the Soldier's Returns. Why hasn't Charizard or Garchomp finished? Here we are. Six is about to get very angry. Where would we have kept the Soldier's Return, actually? I don't know where we kept it. Oh, there it is. All right. Ta-da! Konnichiwa! Dude, Karis was wearing an outfit exactly like this. I said, is this your Tifa outfit? She's like, what? All right. There you go. Do you have any Final Fantasy slabs? I do, in fact, have Final Fantasy slabs. People generally don't buy them. That's why I never put them on the table, because they just... Ooh! That's going to pay for your order right there. You should grade this one. So that's the card you want, but you want it as a full art. But the regular holo is going to be valuable, too. So I would take this, and I would grade that for sure, dude. All right, Tifa popping out. Ritz. Sangetsu. Here's Cindy, though. She looks kind of hot. What kind of mechanic dresses like this? Yeah, just me with my tits out. Yeah, right, bro. Yeah, right. There it is. All right, very good. Mr. My 30 still there? I think it is. If you haven't spent it. Let's see. Here it is. Ta-da! Okay. Ooh. Mr. Jesus Aguilera, let's go grab your bag. You would be probably over here somewhere. Mm-hmm. Aha. Lovely. La-da-da-da, la-da-dee. Very nice. Scooby-Dooby Buns. I've heard these songs like a million times. I played these games before. All right, we took care of Danny Saint Amour. Let's see what else is going on. Mister looks like the Last of Us girl. The Down of Us? There it is. Let's see. What is going on here? Oh, that's really nice. Karis is showing us a picture of the house we have up for rent. This show just reached out to me about our Huckleberry house. They're going to be filming here in August and are interested in filming at our Huckleberry house. How do you feel about being on camera? What? I think she's showing me a screenshot from our property manager saying that someone wants to film there. All right. Pay for an opening. I always snoop. How can I be one of the lucky people to get cards pulled by you? Oh, Gavin, you could be so lucky to have these mitts, these minted fingers touching your cards. Woo! If you're interested in opening cards live, you'll want to head over to the description of the live stream. We have a very simple setup that we've been using for 6 years now. Simply have a link to PayPal and Zelle and Venmo and CASHAPP. Choose your favorite payment app, and you send me money. That's it. You send me money. You can see what's for sale lower down the description. And when you send money, you just state what you bought. And then I get an email, you know, with your message and with the amount you sent. And then I just open what you want. It's very low tech. There's no, you don't have to find a website and sign up for it or anything like that. You don't have to put your credit card number into a risky website. None of that stuff. You just use one of these simple payment platforms like PayPal and you're good to go. I actually prefer ZELLE, by the way. ZELLE is the one that charges the lower fees. So if you guys have ZELLE, maybe you currently use PayPal, but you have ZELLE. If you swap to ZELLE, that would make me a very happy beaver. We have some great reasons why you might take time to learn how to buy cards with us. We have special breaks that we host from time to time. Breaks you won't find at Walmart. You won't find them on eBay. You won't find them at your local card shop, but you'll find them here because you got to have somebody like me host it for you. Breaks like this Lugia break, very beautiful. Basically, these are 21 custom booster packs. Each pack has a useless card in it, but you're buying that for 40 bucks. And then one of the booster packs will also contain this Lugia. So that's called a break, and it's custom booster packs for $40. 41 and 21, you know exactly what your odds are. You know exactly what you're getting. It's a PSA 10. We've done the math. It's mathematically superior to opening up Silver Tempest packs if you want to pull a Lugia. Even though you're highly likely to lose $40 here, it's still mathematically superior to actually opening Silver Tempest packs. That's how it works. So that's why we like the breaks. We think that the breaks are a more efficient way to try and obtain chase cards. But they're not as fun, to be honest. When you open up real, genuine packs, that's a bit more fun. We have a rotating menu, all kinds of weird stuff going on all the time. Right now, we got a vintage fossil booster box break. Really expensive. These boxes are still going up to this day. They're just reaching eye-watering evaluations. And here's what's left on this fossil box break. Not a lot. You'd be surprised. Once it gets to about here, it starts to move a lot faster. And you can actually pay things down over time on this channel, too, in a system we call Slab Away. Slab Away lets you pay things down over a half year, 6 months. There's typically a $20 fee for expensive slabs to be paid down over 6 months. Think of it like a reserve fee. For cheap slabs, it's $10. For big box breaks like this, there's no fee at all. So you can pay down one of these packs over 6 months with no fee. So that's how we do it. We got pre-sales. You can order stuff ahead of time. Here's the break for this beautiful Mew. Where'd the Mew go? He's on this side of me. Here he is, the mega break. There's that 41 and 10. Well, here they are, the 10 spots, 3 spots over here. So if you like breaks, you might pay attention to this channel. Sometimes the breaks we have are really impressive. When people pull a special card, we record it and upload it to YouTube. So your special moments stay on YouTube forever. And you can show it off to your friends and have the bragging rights when something special happens to you. We've pulled some really monumental cards over the last 6 years. So we've had some really special moments over the last 6 years. Never tried ZELLE. Is it easy? I think so. I don't think it's any more complicated than anything else. But basically, it's a bank-to-bank transaction. So your bank sends my bank money directly. There's no intermediary. And for that reason, I guess there's no fee. Mister, depending on what they're wanting to film for, sounds like that property might go up in value. Lights, breaks are funner. Yeah, I'm getting a bunch of texts. Let me see what Karis is saying. Okay, so Karis says... I work for a TV station called Staycation. We're coming to Lake of the Ozarks to shoot our Emmy Award-winning show, Staycation. I thought the property could be a great fit for the show. Is that something you'd be open to discussing? We are on CBS, Roku, and Pluto. We're from... Oh, I asked to additional information. We're filming one day between August 4th and 15th. The shoot takes 5 hours. The show features the homeowner. Welcome to the host. Nah, I'm out. There we go. Oops. All right. I'm not being in some goofy TV show about staycation. Hell no, dude. Yo, do it. No. Because we're leaving. We're leaving Lake of the Ozarks. That house is going up for sale, dude. All right. Mr. Michael Pettiford, another box of Black Flame. You got it, man. The show highlights the best vacation rentals. Well, it's funny you would say that because I don't even think that house is the best vacation rental at all. Our house is just like a... Our house is like a decent... They should record this house. The house I'm in right now is way superior. It's across the street from Tonka State Park. I mean, not across the street, but literally on the other side of the lake. This house is like 10 times better than that one. That house is like among lake houses. It's not unique. It's like a cookie cutter lake house. Although that's kind of ironic to say. I mean, all lake houses are pretty special. But it's just like a standard lake house. This one out here is special. So it wouldn't even make sense for them to record the other one over this one. But I don't want to be on some goofy TV show. Is the jumbo still around? Get them in, mister, and they can watch you snip packs. Nah, that's weird, man. I'm TCC, and this is my crib. All right, let's see this real fast. Hold on. Okay, you ready? Mr. Michael. Could help promote business. Nah, I would not. All right, you ready? They'll find somebody who wants to record that. They should find a nicer look. They should find a nicer looking lake house. Scissors cut the slabs because there's so many slabs on the table. They're all pushed forward. Gotta take some slabs down. Jumbo has like 3 or 4 spots left. I believe it's just 3. Lance's Jumbo's getting close. Hey, mister, want penny sleeves? Do you use? I like them. I bought some, but they felt really cheap and thin. It is. Yeah, there's all kinds of penny sleeve brands. I don't have any penny sleeve loyalty. I just buy the cheap ones. Whatever's cheap. Same with the these holders for the slabs. I don't pick a brand. I just go with the cheap ones. It's just a thin layer of plastic in the end. You don't want to spend extra money on that. All right, what do we got? We got Absol. That is interesting, though. I wonder how they... You know what they probably do? They probably offer for a lot of homeowners to show their homes off. And then they probably meet with everyone and decide who's most filmable and which houses look nicest. That's probably what they're doing here. They're fishing. This. All right. Oops. Here's a Darkrai. Oh, Scizor, lovely. Oops. Yeah, because it doesn't make any sense. That rental unit in particular, there's nothing special about it. So that tells me that they're not picking out the house because it's better than the other lake houses. They're just asking around for everyone. But Mr. Cheap plastic leaks over time and can damage the cards in the long run. Really? I've never heard of that before. Look at this, 2 Absols in one box. How weird is that? Isn't that weird? Here's Ice Cube. It's Ice Cube. He's a fire type, though. No! You got the baby. I don't like this. How do you guys feel about this character in Pokemon? I hate it. Put that there. Hell no, dude. Way too young. Double Scizor? First double Absol, now double Scizor? That's crazy. People will look at you as the homeowner and think you're related to the girl from The Last of Us. Here's Annie Man. Remember them colored sleeves back in the day? Here's this. And a holo. And a holo. The Chopped of Us. How'd you guys feel about that sex scene in The Last of Us? I thought it felt very forced. I felt like there was no chemistry. I find it really hard to believe that those characters are really, you know, bushcrafting. Well, somebody was getting bush. You know, surviving out in the middle of nowhere in Seattle together. No way, dude. They look like high schoolers. They look like middle schoolers almost. I didn't see the strap. She has anti-charisma. Yeah, like, you know, you got like this Latina girl, and you're saying Ellie's risen her up. It just doesn't make any sense. None of it felt right. It all felt faked and forced. Ooh. I think it would have been lower, but like just like this sudden, passionate, hot sex coming out of nowhere. I was like, what? Okay, here's the Houndour, Scizor, Baby, Double Scizor, Gloom. Well, how many ARs did you get in this box? 4 ARs, all right. I think it was a good box with the Double Scizor. I think he's a good card. Why would the best-looking badass hook up with the large-faced tough guy? Thoughts on the war between Pakistan and India? I have no thoughts on that. I don't like to hear about it. I feel bad for them, and I wish they would reach a peace deal and just go back to doing business. You know, everyone wants to be in some kind of war, it feels like. Mr. Michael. Thank you, Michael. All right. I will say one thing, though. I think it's a good idea these days for countries to become partners with the United States. I think that if you're going to be fighting a bunch of wars, it's a good idea to have the United States on your side. Here's Magnemite, because the United States makes awful lot of guns and intelligence and weapons and missiles and all this other stuff. All right. So if you want to win your wars, I think that's a good idea to have the United States in your pocket. So if your group saying we hate the United States, we think they suck, and the other group saying we love the United States, we'd love to do a lot of business with them, which side is the United States going to pick? And I think having the right people in your pocket makes a big difference in the outcome of your war. All right, let's see. Magnemite, PSA 10. Let's get a price on this Magnemite. Carddass. Magnemite. So we want the cheapest one. He is now going to be $170. This is very old, very vintage cards drawn by Ken Sugimori, the original Pokemon guy. He did the mangas. Double scissor. Did you see my message? I was driving. Let's see. That was Dan the Wise Man. I might not have seen it. Did you see my other DM? I said a spot in the Lugia break is fine if the credit is there. If the credit is there. Oh, yes. Let's get you in there. I know what you're talking about now. Yes, sir, Dan. Buzzwink. Sounds good. Yeah, the Lugia is a fast mover, and so I knew that people who missed the Rayquaza should jump in here if they want a cool card. This is going to tip up to 8 out of 21 already. This will be over in a flash. There it is. 8 out of 21. Now, this is what I say, 170 on this. This is the kind of card where I'll just hold it and hold it and hold it and hold it and hold it. It makes no difference to me. Because it's probably popped less than 100. Lugia does look sick. He is a very sick card. He is throwing up. He's vomiting. We're going to raise some money to help him with his hospital bills. Okay, so see this Magnemite? He's part of the Bandai Namco Carddass collection, and he's popped 25. Insane. It's like an extremely rare card. Okay, that was for Michael. Thank you, Michael. Now we have an order from... Make sure we go in order. Give me a moment here, guys. I gotta see who waited the longest. So we did that one. There's a Joshua. And then there's a Julio. Julio is next. 1 box of Korean Matchless Fighters. 1 pack of Korean 151. 1 box of English Weiss Hololive Summer. Hits and hollers, please. Yes, sir. All right. There's the Hololive Summer. Korean Matchless Fighters and 1 Korean 151 pack. Yes, sir. Let's see. We got this here. Is this a sealed box? Yeah, that's an open box. That's so inconvenient. How about back here? We got a sealed box back here. It'd be so easy if we had a sealed box in the back. Oops. I love that I can bump the phone and it doesn't disconnect us anymore because we're just running on Wi-Fi. Did you guys know that? This is a Wi-Fi stream. Ta-da! Although the new dongles arrived, so we can start setting up the landline again. All right, here goes. Konnichiwa time. Konnichiwa! Oni-sama! Ellie gets revenge and sleep with Abby's relatives. What? In the scene in the latest episode of Last of Us, where Ellie jumps on that one dude's like neck, and he doesn't just throw her around like a rag doll, I'm shocked, dude. Like it goes against reality. There's no way, dude. That guy would ragdoll her so fast. Some big, strong, tough guy. Looks like he's in his 20s, 30s. He's all built. He's tall. Ain't no way, dude. He'd have bit her arm right off if he wanted to. Oh, no. This 12-year-old girl's got me. No! She holds him with one arm, pulls a knife out with the other arm. So she's holding on to this guy with one arm. Yeah, right, dude. Yeah, right. Also, the sneak attack made no sense because it was a sneak attack with the chokehold. Why would she need to do all that if they're just going to alert everybody anyways? Doesn't make any sense. The whole scene was just goofy. That's jiu-jitsu, bro. What? All right, Mr. Julio, we're getting started. Nah, dude, he'd have thrown her in 2 seconds. Here's Zapdos. You know how I know this stuff? I was an oldest brother. I had a lot of siblings that were smaller than me. And when you have a size advantage, it's not even close, dude. It's not even close. They're like flies. Somebody half your size grabs you, you go, oh, let me rip you off in like 2 seconds. Yeah, right, dude. All right. Trying to imagine, okay, so I'm 17 years old, and a 13-year-old girl grabs me by the neck. I just throw her off. Nah, dude. She's so strong. She trained for this. Ooh. Very nice. Now, if she stabbed him right away without him hearing her, that's a different story. If you get stabbed in the neck. But they had this whole, like, wrestling scene between her and the guy, and it was so unbelievable. I was like, nah-uh. Nah-uh, don't tell me that BS. What about a 7-foot-tall gorilla? There you go. Jiu-Jitsu is literally about controlling a larger opponent, but she was less than half his size. Yeah, exactly. She's just really, really small compared to this guy. All right. Here's this. I mean, I'm not watching an anime, right? This isn't anime. This is supposed to be a show about real human beings. Just hard to believe. He's like some military-sized man with muscles and gear, and she's just got to take him down or something. Yeah, right, dude. Look at this Slow King. Hey, mister, I sent a Discord message. My bad. What? You're bad? Why are you always being bad, Brayden? Let's see. Yeah, we can work out some kind of deal. All right, so we do have the pimp still here. Cool. Hatterene. Do you think they do this because it's based on a video game or it's just some political agenda stuff? Well, I mean, I don't know. It's just the story, I guess. I think that the story definitely has a narrative in it that is, you know, more liberal than conservative, right? So yeah, there's certainly a narrative, and I can ignore all that and just enjoy the show. It doesn't matter. But it's just, you watch this little girl grab a guy by the neck and you're like, nah, that ain't happening. Dude, he would throw her so violently into a wall. You know, like you just do like a big back slam or something, you know, or like bite her arm or something. It's survival. Just bite her arm. The size of that guy's jaw versus her arm would suggest he could just bite that arm in half. Are you kidding? Nah, dude. I'm 15 and I'm taking down a 25-year-old military man. But I'm a 15-year-old girl, but I trained. It's like, yeah, right, dude. All right. Watch Mighty Mouse take on heavyweight. Ah, yes. He's a trained black belt, not 95 pounds. Mister, you see the Snow White movie absolutely tanking because of that actress? Yeah, we talked about that for a while. They're going to have Lilo and Stitch next. I think that one's probably going to do pretty good. Here it is. Yeah, Disney does release good movies. They release movies that make a lot of money for them. And so they're not like this company that's about to sink tomorrow. They also have Disneyland. And although there were a huge amount of people that disagreed with Snow White, there's also people who defend it, you know what I mean? So there's people who agree with it and all that too. Look at that Master Ball Voltorb. So Disney's they're not out of the fight when it comes to a company. It is. I think next time they'll probably cast people a little more carefully as all though, because they'll probably be worried about that happening twice or like a pattern of that emerging. Wow, that was a great pack, dude. That was a 151 pack with the Master Ball and a Gengar Hollow. That was really good. All right, Mr. Julio, last box. You see Fusion Strike hitting $700 lowest list on TCG Player? Woo! Yeah, well, that has the Espeon and the Gengar in it, so I'm not surprised. Gengar VMAX Alt-Art has been a key card from Sword and Shield era. I'm glad I got one before this huge price jump. You know, it's funny, I didn't even buy it for myself. I bought it for you guys to host a break, because I personally think it's kind of a goofy-looking card. And then it just shot up in price so heavily, I was like, what the hell? Yeah, I like the older Gengars. I like Masaki Gengar, Web Gengar. I like Gengar from like Gym Heroes. I like the Fossil Gengar. That guy's impossible to find. That's one reason to get in that Fossil break. You want to know why you want to know the Fossil box is getting so expensive? Because you got a Dragonite that comes out of that box for like $7,000. You got a Fossil Gengar that comes out of that box, and he's probably like $10,000. Who knows what he goes for now? So if anything, the Fossil boxes might be underpriced right now. All right, we've got Pink Hair Girl. Love Lilo and Stitch, a youngin. I almost sold a Gengar today. Here's Owl Girl. He says 6 of these, right? 1 box, Hololive? Hell yeah, dude. All right. Big order, by the way, from Mr. Julio. Thank you very much, man. And there you have it. Easiest day. Look at that stamp. 1 stamp. So there's more stamps in the case, though, so we got more stamps to go after. Here's the Bunny Girl. All right, that's what people want. They want those stamps. I don't know how many stamps are in a box. I think it might be like 4. Might be 4 stamps. And Pink-haired girl. I'm going to just hold forever and never sell anything, says Dune Beast. Yeah, I mean, always my biggest mistakes have always been selling off a good card. But I have to come to terms with the idea that that's part of my job, is to sell you guys good cards. So I try to keep some for myself and sell some for you guys, so you have some too. We are. Like, we just put up Dark Charizard, and I don't ever want to sell Dark Charizards. But it's like, I got to sell something like Dark Charizard every now and then. I got to put some stuff up. Here it is. All right, Mr. Julio. Especially when I have an opportunity to sort of restock a card like that, I need to take that opportunity, restock it, and put one for sale. And that's just really tricky because it requires like the ability to predict what's going to happen next in the market. That's what I was talking about earlier. I was saying like card shops, maybe gold and silver guys, they actually are part of the gambling. They have to gamble themselves on their own inventory. So if you run a card shop, you have to gamble on what you need to stock up on. Like, do I stock up on this super expensive Charizard, or do I stock up on Hello Kitty? You know what I mean? Here's Pichu. 200. There's Pichu. How's Pichu been doing? He's a nice little card, isn't he? So this is Pichu. 172. Let's just see what happens. Yeah. All right. So we're probably going to keep this red label on. This was a nice card. We were doing these really short breaks on those. Those are real popular. Looks sparkling. It's a pretty card. I'll battle someone for that Pichu for my first time. $100 gym break? Nah, dude, nah. Here's Danny St. Amour, Japanese Fusion Blazing Aura ×2. All right, so the Blazing Aura is going to be sold out in like another day or two because this stuff is being sold very quickly at this current price. It's very popular at this price. Danny St. Amour is not the only one buying it. All right. Got 2 more boxes here. Bring a 3rd box over. Whoa. Ta-da! Dragon Ball. He's got the balls. The Dragon Balls. Mr. Danny. Oops, ow. His name is Danny. Just want to say hi. Been watching some of your streams. Still trying to grasp my mind around your concept, but I like it. Says Jaded Jabber. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Well, I'm glad you're having a little bit of fun. I think there's some really fun moments in the stream when something exciting happens, like a big pull comes out or like a big break goes off. That's always exciting. Vintage Pack gets open. Have you seen the Vintage Pack breaks? That guy right there. So you can buy in. You buy 1 card. See, again, you can't do this out on eBay. You can't do this on, at Walmart. You don't stand in line for GameStop for this. 11 cards. We break it between 11 people. Each person gets 1 card. 1 person gets the rare card. So that's why the Vintage Pack breaks are so fun. We might begin doing pack breaks for XY product because XY product has gotten to that level. Check this out. I want to show you something that's going to blow your mind. Check this out. That's $97 on an Ancient Origins pack. We actually sold one of these yesterday too. So it's a 10 card pack. So we can start hosting breaks on these, maybe like 10 for 10. And yeah, and see who pulls that rare card. That's the point that the XY cards have gotten to now. They're that crazy. Skip this music here. Okay, do a pack break for Team Up. I just have one sealed box of Team Up, and I'm not prepared to cut it open. I could cut open a box of Team Up if I bought a second box. But it sounds like you're really interested in that Latios. I think that Team Up is... So my personal feelings on it is that it's really overpriced. Maybe what I could do is buy a Latios and host some bizarre $40 mega break on it. Let's see. What does Latios go for? Like 4,000, 5,000? Latios. I personally think that artwork on that card is pretty ugly. So that's why I haven't bought one. But everyone else seems to love it. So I'm wrong about my position on it. I have to accept that other people think it's beautiful. Give me a moment. So it looks like the Team Up version of it is 5.7 thousand. I mean, that's not going to be the after price, the after tax price. Let's see the after tax price for me. The total after tax price is 6,000. 6,030. So then I'd have to have some kind of margin. Let's say, you know, a lot of businesses get about 25%. So let's say 6,030 times 0.25. Oh, I typed that in wrong. Hold on. Let's just type in 6,000 by 0.25. So the profit margin could look like around 1.5, right? So let's add that to 6,000. $7,500 divided by 40. 187 spots. Yeah, right, dude. 187 spots. It'll never finish. I mean, in theory, it'll finish, but yeah, like in 3 years, it'll be finishing. I mean, so much money would have to be mustered up for this one card. And that doesn't even include, you know, the 3% processing fees. I don't know, dude. That'd be a tough break. All right. Let's see. Let's get this open. I posted in Show and Tell. It's my first slabbed 10 and it's Gengar. Nice. Rip all them prismatics yet? We are. Not yet. We have not opened those yet. All right. Did you see my slab away order on ZELLE? Says Joshua Gutierrez. Joshua Gutierrez. Let's see what it was. Looks like you're doing the Ninetales. Nice. Ninetales. We had a Ninetales? It is. Where will I find that Ninetales at? Is it in the Pricey Slabs channel? Or is it up on the table? Here's this. Have fun shuffling 187 cards. Yeah, it would definitely be turned into a mega break, right? It would have to be a mega break. Maybe at $500 per round. Or, you know, $400 per round does really well. So it'd be 7,500 divided by 400. What would that look like? I don't know what that would look like. Pricey Slabs. All right, we'll be looking for that card in the Pricey Slabs when we get to your turn. All right, look at this. Lovely. So this is box 1 of 2 for Mr. Danny St. Amour. All right. I do like my Gengar Mimikyu. Gengar Mimikyu is cool. I think the problem is people want me to be able to like supply the cards that everybody wants, but there's no way for me to do that without paying the secondhand market price for it. You know what I mean? Like I can't go to China and say, hey, manufacture me a Gengar Mimikyu 10. You know what I'm saying? So as a business, and again, this goes back to this idea that it's kind of tough to run a card shop because the inventory itself is so impossible to get a hold of. I said earlier, card shops pay a premium on their own inventory. So how do you get a hold of like a Gengar Mimikyu? There's no easy trick to it. Sometimes you just find one that's underpriced, or you find a seller who's willing to work with you, you know, in private with a direct sale that avoids a lot of fees. So avoiding those fees turns into the profit margin. All kinds of tricky things. Here's black-haired girl. Ooh. Blue-haired guy. Ooh. Thanks for all of I can't speak. Thanks for all you for the community. Whew, my brain was trying to wrap itself around that message. Like, what is going on? Hey, thank you very much, Dan. He's been a member for 18 months. Wow, it's been over a year, man. Think about that. Been over a year. Puppy update, mister. This guy's now 54 pounds. Damn, dude. Nice. All right. That's a lot of puppy loving. When I was younger, the dogs always liked me. They always liked me a lot, the dogs in our family. And it was so crazy because I didn't give the dogs a lot of attention. And I feel like that still happens to me to this day. The cats like me better than they like Karis, but I don't even give them much attention. I wonder if animals like the sort of like low pressure environment or something. You are? I do find a ton of good deals at shows for big cards. Just need to ask around. Sure, sure. Yeah, especially if you find like a motivated seller. But it's hard to find motivated sellers in a hot market. What you find in a hot market is motivated buyers. There we go. Okay. Oz Woo Woo asked that house. Nice, Goldens are fun. Been way longer than that, but I smoke house stopped more like 2+ years. You stopped smoking? Man, good for you. I was just reading, a doctor was talking about how if you stop smoking before the age of 40, your survival rate goes way up. So if you can quit smoking as soon as possible, the damage from the smoking can be reversed to some large degree. So that's a smart thing, man. It's hard to give up. It's like me giving up soda. I used to drink a ton of soda. I don't drink so much. We are. We are. Ooh. Soda's so good. Soda's a bad one. What's this? Ooh, that says secret on it. Beautiful. Golden Frieza. That's an SCR. Look at that. All right, Danny. Pulling the SCR here. Saw I turn to smoke. My phone is tripping. Oh, what were you trying to say? I trained one named Carl, and he loves letting us know. He's a total goon. Oh my God, people say this too much. Was supposed to say somehow not smoke. Oh, I thought you were talking about giving up a habit of smoking. You're talking about how you would have been a member much longer than 18 months, but YouTube stopped your subscription. Oh my gosh. What a funny thing. All right. How confusing. I don't smoke, only cigarettes, weed, and cigars. Well, they're real aggressive with the anti-smoking advertisements. I saw an anti-smoking advertisement from a guy who said, I only smoked filtered cigarettes or something like that, right? And he's like, and I still got a heart attack at like 36. And I was watching it, I was going, I'm 36. Crazy. If I get a heart attack, it'll be a Pokemon card heart attack from sitting down too long. Oops. All right. Oh! Look at that. Whoa! That's got to be a hit. Holy, that looks beautiful. Wait, how much is this one worth? This is Blazing Aura. How much is this card worth? FS0115 C star. Whoa, that looks cool, man. LaFlame says it's $1,000. It is. That looks really cool. I don't know how much that card's worth, though. Let's take a picture with eBay, because I don't know how to translate this one. Okay, this one is called Kamehameha Goku. And he sells for like $100. Okay. Wow, that's really cool looking. In this set, only 3 cards are worth money. Oh, okay. That card is worth money, $100 apparently. That's just one card too. Not bad. I'll give you 3 bits of Sting and nothing more. All right. Very good. Mr. Danny. I quit smoking in January 2016. No tobacco since. Nice. took a picture with eBay and it got me the result very quickly. Walking streams again? No, there's no chance for a walking stream again. The walking stream was messing up my sleep schedule, so there's just not enough time to host that. However, we might go back to the state park Tonka, Haha Tonka, and record ourselves walking there, because it's and that's not going to be a live stream. It's going to be an actual recording, but because it's so beautiful there, it's really beautiful. Again, it's a nice state park, and it's in the hills of the Ozarks. And it's worth seeing. Save you a trip out here. You can just watch it on a video. I actually watch a lot of walking videos. As crazy as that sounds. I love seeing where people go. Oh, I did it, didn't I? I put these in here. These don't belong in here. All right. He drinks that stuff. If you like soda, try Liquid Death. Yeah, we tried that. There's nothing wrong with it except that it's too overpriced. They want like over $1 per can. Like, I don't know, dude. You're paying for the label at that point. You're paying for a label. Too much. They gotta lower their price or I'm not interested. But yeah, I tried that just recently and it was okay. The flavor was just okay. It did have a bit of a unique flavor. It had a bit of an odd flavor. It had 10 calories in it, too. I think they put a slight amount of sugar in it for the flavoring. And I'm not necessarily looking for that, because, you know, I can drink like 6 cans of water in a day. That's 60 calories. Okay, Danny St. Moore is completed. That was a big order, Danny. Thank you so much. Joshua Gutierrez, let's take care of him real fast. He said he wants a 9-tails that was found in the Slab Away channel. The Pricey Slabs channel, right? Ah, this one right here. Pop 24. Just like the Magnemite. Very rare. Oh, I hate this song too, man. What is this song? Gotta skip this one, man. That one just drones on forever. Joshua Gutierrez, you got it. It's my wife's hair. Gutierrez. Slab away. There it is. Have you ever picked up a PSA 10 Koro Koro Mew? Yeah, you might have missed it. I bought one recently this year, so I got my own. I wonder where it went. I put it somewhere. I don't know where I put it. Is it on the... It might be here next to us. I keep a couple cards right next to us, like these guys right here. If you ever see me showing these cards off, look at this. Typhlosion, Umbreon 10. We got our Film Frame, Torchic Gold Star, Dragonite, Charizard, Roaring Moon, Gengar. There's a couple. You said it was a Koro Koro Mew? I feel like that one might have actually gone over to my my actual storage place for that stuff. Look at this. Got a little girl there, huh? What do you think of that girl? There's Southern Island Mew. Alright, look at all that. There's a couple more cards. I need to put these into my personal collection area. So here we go. We got some Slab-aways. So those go right here. And then it's the 5 Dragonites, of course. So the Koro Koro Mew must have gone into my personal collection pile, which is not right next to me. These are right next to me for showing off for fun. How much do you think all that was worth? All those cards we just showed off. That's got to be like 100K or something, right? That's really expensive. All right. Oh, there's a couple more cards next to us. They're buried. Hold on, wait. I feel like I didn't see the Mew in the other area, so I thought maybe the Mew was over here. I actually lose track. Pichu, Superior, Call of Legends, Dark Charizard, another Dark Charizard, huh? Just hanging around. Set that right there for now. All right. Yeah, I don't know where the Mew is. All right, so we need to add him to the actual slab away, Mr. Joshua. Mr. Joshua. Let's jump over here. 500K easily. Nah, that ain't 500K. What are you talking about? I'm a very lucky guy because all those cards went up over time. And so I'm a lucky guy. That's what I can say. I've gotten very lucky. All right. You will go right here. May 25, Joshua Gutierrez. PSA 10, 9 tails. Oh, what was the price on the 9 tails again? The price was $375. $375, and your down payment was $35 toward it. That leaves $340 remaining. Thank you very much. Will you sell your collection one day? Yeah, I'll sell my collection one day. I don't know if I'll sell 100% of it, though, but large chunks of it will be sold so that I can retire one day. All right. Let's see. Luke Laurie. 5 Weiss Hololive. 2 Star Wars Galaxy. 2 Star Wars Galaxy. My package has arrived, but the waifu slab I want isn't there. Is it possible it's coming with my last shipped order, the 4 boxes of Nikke, or do you ship slabs separately? You know, I keep hearing about those things happening, about like a missing slab. I think when we ship, we have to be very, very, very careful to make sure that, let's say you just bought an item, but Alexis maybe already has your label. Because I think this happened just recently. She might package your item while you're buying the next slab. And so because of that, the next slab misses the shipment. Now, I'm not saying that happened here, but I'm pretty sure that happened to a different shipment where someone was like, how could you miss my slab? And I was like, well, because the slab was still up here with me. It hadn't actually reached the shipping boxes yet. It was still with me. But I don't know if that's what happened here. It's also possible she missed them. But I was down there the other day, today I was down there looking in the shipping boxes, and they're pretty well organized. I don't know if she's easily missing a slab or two. I think what's going on is they're still up here with me, but they never get sorted down there to her. We got to think about that. Did my last order go through? It probably has. Luke Laurie has waited 46 minutes for his order. We're going to take care of everybody as fast as we can. Let's take care of these orders. So, what I would have to say is it probably did go out with your last shipment. If you had another slab, it probably did go out. But if you want, I can have her check maybe. What's the name of the slab real fast? Or what's the name on the back of the slab? What I'm asking for is your name. I see, I'll wait for my last package. It was Sneaker Bunko V1 slab. Sneaker Bunko V1. Oh yeah, I remember that. You pulled that out of the waifu shuffle, right? That was a cool one. There it is. Yeah, I think there's a thing that goes on where there's like a delay. And I'm not saying that's what happened here. She might have actually missed. There it is. I had some guy get really upset with me recently because one of his slabs wasn't in the shipment. And then I looked at when the label was printed. I was like, well, that's why. That it was the timing of the label. Carlos C. Bad Dobby. Bad Dobby. Oh, yeah. Here goes. Luke, do we open 6 for you, Luke? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. I opened too many. This one's for me. What do I pull? Oh, yeah. Okay, that's for you now. Pink-haired girl. Purple-haired girl. Owl girl. Bunny girl. And fairy girl. So you got some girls here. Mister, that's 6 packs. I accidentally opened 6. I'm stupid. It's because I'm thinking about this other subject. You know, if you ever sat in my seat and ran this stream, you'd realize it's like a multitasking job. It's really severe multitasking, too. It's not like a small amount of multitasking. All right. Ta-da! 1 cold pack. Rumor is that they're revealing who they casted for the Golden Trio soon in a month. Huh? The Golden Trio? What's the Golden Trio? Oh, you mean like for Harry Potter? Okay. All right. So both packs, I would say, kind of cold. That's for our friend Luke Laurie. Thank you, Luke. Appreciate the order. $20 towards your slab away. Let's go do that. This goes down to $245. All right. And you got a bag over here. Harry, Ron, Hermione. You think there's going to be a lot of uproar? If any of them are British, I'm freaking out. No way. Tired of it. Here's Nidoran. Here's Kevin. Here's Dan. Here's a new friend. All right, and Cerulege. That must be a lot of pressure to cast them. Here's Anthony Kalura, 14 packs of glory, no bulk. Hey, look at that. It was actually your turn next. So 14 packs of the Rocket set. Where's the Rocket cards? We're grabbing a new box. All right. That's good. Ta-da! Oops. I'm playing my brother like HP. Clickbait. Is the Pokemon bubble going to pop sooner, or is it just clickbait from YouTubers? You know, when a market is really, really, really high for a long time, eventually people get bored and sell, or they get scared, or they get greedy, and they go, well, I better cash out right now. So, I mean, I don't know. It's really hard to say. Everyone's got their own crystal ball. There's no perfect way to know when something's going to, quote, pop. They called it a Pokemon bubble back when Logan Paul was involved. And I guess in a way it was, because that did pop. You got these really crazy prices on these Charizard cards. And then very quickly the prices fell back down to a much more normal level. But they were still, overall, they were still higher. So you could see that zigzag, up and down zigzag. And they're saying, oh, the downward part of the zag's coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. What I do is I ignore all that. I don't try to time the market. All I do is I know if I want to increase the amount of cards I'm holding as part of a 20-year strategy. 20 years. All right. So if you look ahead to 20 years and you think that overall cards will go up, then you don't need to think about what's going on today, what's going on tomorrow, what's going on next year. You just buy what you think is going to be a good hold, and then you just hold it. There it is. Also, that's from an investing perspective. If you're just a collector collecting, just go collect the things you want. This might be the lowest point of the market. No one really knows what happens tomorrow. All right, Mr. Anthony. Let's get you taken care of. Okay, cool. There will be local tops. Pokemon market moves in peaks and valleys. Here's Moltres. All right. Nice. I think that a very important factor for Pokemon cards is that overall they draw a lot of attention on social media. And so as long as that's true, I think they're going to do well over time. And this is because people like looking at Pokemon cards. It's simple. They like playing the game. They like looking at the cards. They like seeing the prices go up and down. They like thinking about how some things are really rare and fun to collect. Okay, we've got Spidops. A couple packs left. Here goes. This is the Nato King. Cold. Come on. No luck. You got this Weezing, though. I like the Weezing. It'll be okay until after the 30th anniversary celebration set. Well, you know, I think that the popularity of the games plays a big role too, right? Like, so, you know, after the 30th anniversary, if Pokemon is still doing really well because people are enjoying the latest game, I don't think it's really going to matter. But if people don't like the latest game, yeah, I would bet that prices fall a little bit after the 30th anniversary. But remember, the prices right now might already be anticipating that change. So, in other words, the 30th anniversary might get it might be getting baked into right now. And so if you're thinking, I'll buy now because it's going to rise, it might have already risen. But, you know, Pokemon cards don't operate like crypto in the stock market. In crypto in the stock market, you can click your fingers and liquidate. It takes so long to liquidate a position in Pokemon. I think overall, it's just harder for the market to go way up or way down really fast. It is. All right. Thank you, Anthony Kalura. Anthony Kalura, man, I'm liking you a lot. Here's Iron Golem, Nidoran, Dragonite 9. Here's Gengar and Magneton, but he hasn't been repriced in a while. Here's an extremely rare Gengar, Pop 4. I own 2 of the 4, and he's just really expensive. Joel Morin, hello, mister. Add me to the Lugia break. Joel Morin, you got it, Joel. You got it, Joel. Wonder if Pokemon Go kicked things off to where they are now. I mean, Pokemon Go certainly was a moment in time for the brand where people realized, oh yeah, this is still really popular. But at the time, the Pokemon cards hadn't really exploded yet. BGS service, Helm Weiss signature, Martin Ramirez. Okay, Martin, let's go find that. Do you have Korean battle partners? No, I guess I never bought those. You think I should get those? Some part of me says that Battle Partners is so cheap already at like $4 a pack that there's not a need for Battle Partners Korean. This, but we could get a case of that. I liked getting a box of the Terra Festival because it was cheap. Okay. Good choice, Mr. Martin. Good. BGS. I sent a Discord message. You can check after the stream. What? A message from 6? From the 6? She says, hey, mister. Okay, so you're interested in maybe making a deal. All right, let me save that for later. Move this over here. And now we're going to scroll down. We have Mr. Bill Barron. 1 spot on the Mega Sublist. Ooh. Mr. Bill. Okay, so that's at 8 out of 10. Ooh. Spot number 2 on the Mega Sublist. Almost done. Miss 6 says she'll take 2 packs of solo leveling. Okay. Skadooby Buzz. Skadooby Buzz. Steve. Oh. All right. That's Miss 6. Thank you, 6. Okay. Oops. Not safe for work message. No one ever sends me not safe for work messages. Andy says, I'll take the Ring Wraiths MTG PSA 8 slab. Where was that? Is that up on the table? There it is. Really cool. Magic the Gathering Ring Wraiths. Did you get a new Ethernet cable? It's not the cable that went bad. It was the connection that converts the Ethernet into the phone. And yes, I did get a new one. I just haven't started using it yet. Actually, there's been no complaints about the Wi-Fi stream. It's kind of cool. Wi-Fi stream is more convenient, to be honest. There's no giant wire in my arm's way. Kind of like it. Luke Laurie, 1935. Thank you, Mouse. This one? Oh, you want the one that's become a star card. Oh, good choice. Yes. Here you are. Getting out a little cheaper. There you go, Mr. Luke. That's Bubblegum Mickey Mouse. I've sold a bunch of these now. I am running lower on them over time. I used to have a ton when I started. When I initially got them back from PSA, boom, a bunch of them sold right away. And then I just kind of held them for a long time. I don't really advertise them too much. It's weird. I don't feel the same way about these as I do about Pokemon cards. I feel like these are like they're like, it's like owning a relic. It's hard to describe. It's a very weird feeling. You don't feel like there's a rush to sell them at all. You feel like you're holding something that's super, super, super like, it's like having something that belongs in a history museum. It's very different from Pokemon, the feeling of owning this. 1935. Like, you ever watch one of those videos where they open up like an old can of bread from the like 1950 or something like that? It feels like that. That's what this feels like. It feels like Fallout or something like that. Very different feeling overall. And these have been selling slowly, but part of that is because I never show them off. I never show them off. I just hold them. There it is. So we have, Colton Pinder. This plus my $25 credit for the Lugia. Mr. Colton Pinder, you got it. I have to start storing this on the other side again. So Lugia, guys, you might not get a chance to jump in here if he's moving this fast, because I've seen this before when there's a real, I call it a drive on a break, a drive on something. When there's a real drive on something, sometimes it just finishes all of a sudden. Okay, so this is up to 10. Yeah, that's some fast movement. We have a Gregorio, another spot in the Vintage Team Rocket. Oh yeah, Vintage Team Rocket's a good one. Very fun opening those old packs. You know, it's kind of sad, Mr. Gregorio. Just a couple years ago, this break probably would have cost like $25 a spot. So pricey now. It makes them slower moving, and it means you got to pay more per spot. However, it is justified because the slabs themselves sell for more money too. So what you pull out of the pack is worth more. Luke Glory, Steam Siege pack. Oh yeah, I had like 2 or 3 of those left. Here you go, Steam Siege. This is Luke Glory, everybody. Who went through something bad? I have a new bag, right? I don't know. Sorry, I'm playing Smash Brothers with my bros. Mr. Gutierrez, a new bag. I don't know. I've held my tongue, mister. What? All right. Let's see what this is. Oh. You're referring to not safe for work stuff. Old can of bread? What do you watch, mister? Oh. I'm referring to, there are people on the internet who open like old food from like 100 years ago, and it's super fascinating if you've never watched that. So here's Apom with the rainbow. Gay Apom. Here's Drifloon. Mareep. Fletchling. Yanma. Clawitzer. Oh, Clawitzer. And Weavile. That's a cool pack. Darn. What's the best cool card in here? I like the Mareep. It's got a cool artwork. On commenting on the Wi-Fi. Oh. You think it could look better. I see what you're saying. I thought you were talking about the not safe for work stuff. I thought you were being cheeky. Luke Laurie. Okay. All right. So funny, dude. Tossing that away. We're going to put you in this box for now because you got so much stuff. Actually, I don't think that's necessary. I think what we can do, I don't think we need to do this. I think what we can do is move some of these L bags to an even further away L box, which is not very full. So like, who's this? Leo Flores, 1224. So we can move Leo Flores to this last box that is almost always empty because we never use it because it's too far away. There goes Leo Flores. It's going in there. Whatever happened to Leo Flores? Also, let's split this bag right now into 2 bags. Luke Laurie, the big customer. I like you, Mr. Luke. All right. Oops. What do you guys think of these daytime streams? Hour-long wait times? Holy. Busier than the nighttime stream, man. But then again, the nighttime streams are starting to feel kind of slow. And I think that's because everyone who would have been buying stuff over there is buying stuff right now. So it's just, I don't know if it's increasing the business that we do More so, it's just shifting around when we do it. There goes Luke Glory. Thank you. We have Amanda Erkenbrack. 2 boxes of Weiss Hololive Summer. Need a new bag. Amanda! Yay, we have Amanda! Woohoo! All right, Amanda, I gotta get more boxes. I'll be right back. Alright, I brought in 8 booster boxes, which is only 48 packs. It's not even that much. That's because these are small little boxes. There we go. And now I have to carefully climb over to my seat. What if this Iron Golem was a break? A gym challenge break. Iron Golem. He ought to be a drill card. No, he ought to be an eBay card, to be honest. We've had that guy for a while. Nobody here buys him because he's Minecraft. That's why. Good to be back. It's been a few years. Little Doe. Amanda Erkenbrack. We've had you with us before. How are you? Yeah, we're still running a couple years later. What do you think of that? We are a busy. We're a busy bee. Buzz. I bet his subscribers would grow more the more time he streams during the day, not in the middle of the night. Yeah, you might be right. I do think that I stream at a difficult time where most Americans have gone to bed for work. Like, if you think about it, people who buy cards tend to have jobs. Most jobs occur in the daytime and not at a time period where you can just stay up all night long, you know? So you got to be able to go to bed. Ready? So 2 boxes. Took a break for quite a minute. Just too many damn bills. Yeah, that's life. Bills, buy a new car, buy a new house, buy an education, buy some healthcare. Cards are really the thing you do when you're really got that moment in life where you're very comfortable or like you just need something fun to do. I remember because when I was going through college, man, we didn't do anything. We were so poor. We didn't do anything. We could barely afford our vehicle. We ate potatoes and cabbage. Oh, yeah. Every meal was potato, cabbage, and carrots. Because they're heavy and filling and cheap as hell. Every dish was a potato dish. Okay, so you got long hair girl. Friggin' bills. Yeah. Friggin' bills. Here's this girl here. Meow meow cat girl. Meow. I just had cabbage and beef tips. Yeah, that's great. That's really yummy. There. We would do a stew when I was younger with the cabbage and beef. I still know how to make that. Beef, potatoes, and cabbage. Now, you know, one of our favorite meals when we were in college was actually like Sunday breakfast. We would make like pancakes and hash browns and eggs, because all that food costs like virtually nothing. Like what's pancakes? A cup of flour. Potatoes, those cost nothing. So that's the hash browns. And then eggs, back in the day, they cost like 20 cents an egg. It was nothing. And so that was a common meal for us when we were in college. We'd eat a big breakfast. And it was like lunch or dinner or anything. We also liked green bean casserole. That was another one. Green bean casserole. There we are. Mac and cheese. Sure, mac and cheese. That's pretty cheap. Ramen. I want some ramen. I've probably eaten too much ramen. I'm gonna die from ramen noodle poisoning probably. I haven't eaten too much lately though. Kind of slowed down on it. All right, Amanda. Well, you got a lot of these premium Hololive grill cards now, but you didn't pull a stamp. The stamp card is the chase, of course. You're looking for one of those stamp cards. Why is this so loud? It's because of the song. All right. I'm just a Bill. Don't you start singing Schoolhouse Rock. I'm going to play some Schoolhouse Rock for you guys now. Okay. Miss Amanda. Birkenwreck. Okay. Welcome back. This goes over here. Oh, no. You go over here. There's an AM box. Ta-da! All right, you're in the AM box. I once knew someone that would pay a total of 6 months for a year, and she owed the power, gas, and water companies like 11 G's, and she paid what she could afford. She once said she will die owing. Dang, dude. That sucks. Here's Serena. Here's Zubat. Here's What's This Trip Necessary? And Umbreon for 27 buckaroos. Okay, this is for Luke. Mister, this is for the 6th Hololive pack. Oh, you didn't have to do that, Luke. That was for free. Here, I'll give you a free one now. Look at this guy. He's being too nice. All right, let's see what you get. Nah, you don't got to pay me money because I made a mistake. Hey, mister, did you see my order in the queue? I'm sure that order's coming right up. We just had a busy stream, man. These daytime streams have been pretty busy. It's kind of crazy. We only have like 100 viewers, too. That's the funniest part is 100 viewers is still like a long wait time. We must have a very concentrated... Ooh, we must have a very concentrated audience of people who really like to open cards. Yes, thank you. Sent a manly order. Oh, a manly order for men. Nathan Gordon, 10 lay red rockets. Nathan Gordon's coming in to prey on the remainder of these packs. Here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there is Team Rocket. Team Rocket has been selling pretty consistently. 100 people is a lot, mister. No, you're right. 100 people is decent, especially when you consider we get more people in the nighttime stream who were not here. And so I think our total views for the day are usually pretty competent. It's just we get it split up between 2 streams. Wow, you gotta be kidding me, dude. We got Darth Vader right here. That's crazy. Cold. We got Gorobus. Luke. Oops. Look at that hand. Luke, I'm your father. All right. Oh, Persian. TCC cult. We had a guy come in here and accuse us of being a cult. You guys are like in a cult. All right. Yeah. All right. I had someone angry at me this morning, and I was just talking to them in chat because I was trying to fix something for them. And I was like, I feel like I'm more like a little shop owner who gets beat up. That's how I feel. This is a cult. Nathan Gordon. Ah, Mr. Nathan. We should start a cult. We should. We should all shave our heads and do something weird together. Now, cults are always like weird, man. Cults never do fun things. The cults are either like some weird sex orgy cult or like they're the other thing. They're like the hyper-conservative cult. But it's never any good. All right. Mr. Dylan, One Box Sneaker Bunko, Volume 2. Hello, Dylan. How are you today? Let's go get you a box of Sneaker Bunko, Volume 2. Be right back. Time for some ciggies, bros. God, it's so hard to get over here. Look at that. That's nice, huh? Can't be scaring away the huzz, huh? We shave our heads and ride at midnight. Yeah. I actually do shave my head. I like having a shaved head. It's comfortable. So I get hot too easy. This. I don't understand guys who wear like hoodies and stuff like that. They wear like heavy clothing. I'll never understand that. All right. Ooh, you got bossy redheaded girl. Okay. We also need code names. Ooh, what's my code name? There you go. We should give Mr. Cult Leader a title like Mr. Oh, wait. He's a funny dude. Oh, wait. All right. And sleep. And we all have to get tattoos. Shave your head, get tattoos. Whoa! Woof, woof. You have to have some kind of initiation, too. Like, something you had to do. You know, like, gangs will be like, you have to go kill a random person. Our initiation will be, you have to go give a Pokemon card away to a random person. Much nicer than the gangs. Here's a free Pikachu. Thanks. Okay, let's see. We got a holo. Mr. Dylan. Eat a whole can of sardines. That's pretty good. I like that one. It is. I thought about making a role in the Discord server called Hung Like a Cutie Fly. And in order to get the role, you actually have to grade a Cutie Fly Pokemon card, any Cutie Fly. But you have to grade it and get a 10 on it. And if you get a 10 on your Cutie Fly, then you'll get the role in the Discord server. Let's see. Gonna be Ask Ladies out as the hiker. Here's a holo. And ooh, picking up a Siggy. Look at that. She's got a gigantic sword. And fairy wings, maybe? All right. Fairy wings, giant sword girl. One can, nah, a case. Now, I don't even need a case of sardines at a time. That's gross. Okay. I like girls with big swords. Money? Money. Oh my gosh, we should make it like this. So for the Cutie Fly roll, there should be a Cutie Fly roll in Discord called Hung Like a Cutie Fly. And this will be how you obtain it. You actually have to pull a Cutie Fly on this channel and have me send it out to grade, and it has to grade 10. And if you pull all of that off, you get the Hung Like a Cutie Fly roll. There we go. Can't speak. Look at all these cards here. All right, so that's for our friend Dylan. I think that'd be funny as hell, dude. And then we would be able to perfectly verify that you did it all. Dylan with the DY. Because you'll be part of like the PSA return or whatever. You can choose whatever's cheapest. You'll be part of the returns. All right. Very nice. Dylan. That was your bag. That probably needs to be looked up. You know, we saw the Skyridge cards go up in price recently. Here's an order from our friend Six Lugia. Six jumping in that Lugia just in case, because it's going a little fast. Oops. Can you feel it now, Mr. Krabs? Nicholas Lloyd Lugia. Oh my dear God. Okay. Terry Mills, Lugia. Whoa. Well, if all the breaks only move this fast, it'd be really exciting. But I know people run out of money. And we don't always pick the best card. See, that's part of the trouble of breaking cards. You have to pick the best one. It's hard to do that. Kendo, 4 Holo Summer Live boxes. Ooh. Ooh. You got it. Ooh. Kendo going deep. All right, Kendo. 4 boxes of Hololive. Ooh, for Tuesday, isn't it? You ready? Okay. Yeah, we had a lot of this Holo Summer Live, so it was time to get rid of it. I noticed nobody has purchased the WOTC era or WOTC Vintage GI Joe cards. Those have been definitely a slow card to sell. We got those listed up on eBay though. We think they'll move on eBay eventually. Maybe they'll become the next star card as a box of GI Joe cards. Okay. Ooh. You know, we never did open up a box of GI Joe. That would have been cool to open a whole box of it. That'd have been neat. Just to see what's in it. But I don't like to force people to buy stuff they don't like to buy, so that's why I didn't push it. Okay, here goes Kendo. That's a lot of konnichiwas. Konnichiwa! Teach me some, like, stereotypical anime girl, like, sound effects or words to say. Like, what do anime girls say that guys find funny or like, they like to watch it? What should I be saying? You know how I say konnichiwa? What else should I be saying? GI Joe box break? That'd be interesting. I don't know if people would join that. You think people would join that? I think for people to join that, they'd have to have, like, just money, spare money laying around. Ara Ara, Oni-chan. No, Oni-chan. I think I already do that one. I don't know about the Ara Ara one. What does that even mean, Ara Ara? I jump. Here's a girl. Here's a girl. We're looking for a stamp card for our friend, Mr. Kendo. Now look, see, this girl's got that build, man. Look at that. She got that basketball player build. D1 athlete. Here's Rat Girl. See, look at the difference. Look at the difference. There's a difference. Anyways. No more commenting on women's bodies. Not right. Here's 18-year-old girl. She's at least 18. Okay, here's girl winking. Here's elf girl, maybe? Noticing an awful lot of these girls are white. I think I'm getting angry over here. I'm getting self-righteous, indignant. I'm getting pissed. We are. Okay. Ooh. Dada Bayo. All right. Here's a girl kind of showing you her butt, sort of. Here's a girl. I don't know. Looking kind of white, kind of pale skin. Means believe it. Really? So tired of this Eurocentric beauty standard. Wow, Mister's on for 2 hours. I think we're wrapping up those. Dinner time is 7 p.m. I gotta go, man. I shouldn't be on this late. Oh, there you go, Squirrel Girl. How about that? How about that? One of the stamps popping out for our dear friend, Mr. Kendo. That feels a lot better. You definitely deserve some because you've opened a couple of these boxes, huh? Okay, here's Do I need to be sleeving every single one of these, Kendo? Can I just pile these all together in one sleeve? I mean, they feel like a premium card. Oh, now you're feeling real good. Double stamps. Oh, yeah. How did that happen? I feel like that came out of the same box. There we go. Now you're talking. All right. How about that, Mr. Kendo? Good stuff. Okay, we got the good stuff for you, man. Here's Pink-Haired Girl. Damn, bro. Save the Earth. Stack those in one sleeve. Damn, sent in for more boxes, but I will take the L. Well, it's a fresh case, so there might be another pull. You never know. Don't give up hope yet. Pink-Haired Girl. Double nice. Nice. Ooh, Pink-Haired Girl. Okay, that's Kendo Pelor. Risu and Noel. Whew. Little dog, I was about to send you that. Oh, he deleted the message. I didn't get to read it. Okay. Waifus are a large part of what we do on this channel. They're like an overperforming card set. They do well virtually all the time. When don't girl cards do well? By the way, if you missed it, there's a way to buy already graded girl cards in a random way. It's called the Waifu Shuffle. It's a $20 randomly pulled card that might turn into a slab for you. Very similar to the Poke Shuffle. Some people might be interested in that. Opportunity to advertise that a little bit. Kendo Pelor. Baggie number 5 bazillion. We don't need to put a number on it. I should show off what's left in the Waifu Shuffle because there's still a lot of great pulls in there. $20, tempting. Yes, the $20 Waifu Shuffle, but it's I don't have time to show it off. It's all covered up in stuff anyways. Hard to get to it. There's a nice Suicune. I can see that Suicune selling for sure. That's the kind of card that sells right there. So Amanda says 2 more boxes of Hololive because why not? Going for the snipe. Oof. Well, the good news is you definitely got 1 stamp. You're right. These boxes could be cold if he just pulled 2 stamps in a row. I see why. I see why you said oof. Here goes. Every time I see your logo, I immediately think the Sharingan. My logo was originally black and white. It's the TheCardconomist logo. All right. I always thought spirals were really interesting, and mathematically they're interesting. You know, like think of seashells, think of snails. It is. All right. But the real reason I chose the spiral is because of that fun little phrase, the downward spiral. So I like spirals for that reason too. All right, you ready? It's a cool concept. Like once things start going wrong, you can't stop them anymore. All right, they just keep going. And the spiral is associated with motion, rotation. So I really liked it, and that's how I ended up picking it a long time ago when it was time to pick a logo for my channel. There you go. All right, let's see. Wow, this is a cool song, man. This one that's playing. I think this is near the end of the soundtrack. Playlist, I should say. All right. Ooh. I'd always liked black and white because of the contrast. Black and white, the themes. Here we are. I'd also always liked black and red. So eventually, when the TheCardconomist was growing and it surpassed 100,000 subscribers, I tried a different version of the logo out where it was a red and black logo. And then eventually I swapped back to black and white. But we brought the red and black over here to the card channel because it kind of matched the rocket theme. So I said, well, that kind of makes sense. We'll do it over here. Okay. Oh, there's the little shark girl. Weird. I feel like I haven't seen that one very much. And Shazam! All right, you're right. No stamp. I'm sorry, little doe. You are correct. There was no stamp. When Kendo pulls 2 stamps before your order, you already know. Yeah. I've seen crazy things happen, though. I really have. I've seen crazy things happen. Like when you pulled 2 Pikachu. Remember that? I mean, no one would expect that to happen, but it did. You pulled 2 Pikachus out of like 2 booster boxes. So you don't expect something like that to happen, but all kinds of stuff happens for sure. Here's Amanda. So you don't give up hope until the packs are open. You go, well, maybe I'll get the fluke. Maybe I'll get the crazy moment. All right. So we actually have quite a lot more of those boxes too, by the way. We are not low on Hololive Summer if people want more of those. And there we go. There we have it. We are out of orders. We streamed for 2 hours and 16 minutes. The entire time period was filled with orders. But here's what's interesting. We're out of orders, and that was 2 hours. You know, the nighttime stream, you know, that stream actually lasts a lot longer. And it typically does have more viewers. And it's expected to last like 4 hours. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I can't tell which stream's necessarily the stronger stream. But I got to say, the daytime stream really has it feels like it's an important stream. So, ending the stream here, the Lugia's jumped to 13. We still have this quest of Vaporeon's pretty cool. And the Lance Charizard hasn't moved. This guy is the hot mover. This guy's at 13 out of 21. Only 8 spots left. He's going to wrap up. You're going to miss it if you don't hurry. That's my opinion on it. And, yeah, I think tonight's stream will just be a continuation of this stream because no new other products came in. The nighttime stream is too late for me here in California. This is better because I watch it at work. One more box of Holo? One more box? We got a lot more boxes, but I'm not going to be opening them right now. It's turning dark outside. I got to go, guys. You have a nice night. I'll see you in the late night stream. See you later, everybody.